May have to become a hat guy, but kind of a visor guy right now. I'm starting to lose it a little bit. Let's see here. I am honored, I am humbled, and as usually how I usually act, I'm extremely fired up to be the next head football coach at Utah State University. It's definitely a dream come true for me, especially being a alma mater. And I see a lot of familiar faces, players and ex-teammates and friends, and thank you guys for being here. Lots of thank yous. First of all, University President Stan Albrecht, Athletic Director Scott Barnes, and the Board of Trustees, thank you for your support and your vision that's led us to this day. Your commitment to our program, with the support, continues to amaze me, and it energizes me. Thank you. Appreciate it. My family, Scott just introduced Jen, so you guys just met Jen. With her, oldest is Jaden. You stand up, girlfriend. Jaden is in 4th grade over at Edith Bowen. She's 10 years old. Right next to her is Ella. You are standing up. Ella is 7, and she's a 1st grader over at Edith Bowen also. And then there's Wyatt. He's 4, and he's just happy to be alive right now. So I want to thank you guys for everything that you've given me. You supported me through the good times, the tough times, all of that, and I wouldn't be here without y'all. Thanks. Next people, very special to the Aggie family. It's Coach Dave and Barbara, Craig Thorpe. They're like a 3rd set of grandparents to my kids. They have been for a long time, all the way back to the Tulsa days. But it's really Coach that got me. He didn't do a very good job of talking me out of getting into this profession. Not a lot of people know that. When I was a senior here, he said to me, "What are you going to do?" And I said, "I think I'm going to try to coach." And he said, "No, I think you ought to finish your MBA." I said, "No, I think I want to coach." And he said, "No, I think you want to finish your MBA." And I said, "Coach, I want to try to give this thing a shot." And he said, "We need to call my son Steve." Shows you how well you know someone when I didn't even know his son Steve was a college football coach. So that got me going. I was on Steve's staff, 2 different places. And so anyway, thank you for all you guys have done for me. Friends, fellow alumni, former lettermen, most of all Cache Valley community. You have my unwavering commitment to continue to build this program that we're all proud of. It's respected nationally by the process that we use on a daily basis. Those kind of things will not change. We aim to make you proud of the Aggie football family by how we act, just as importantly by winning football games. To Gary Anderson, I wouldn't be here today without him. About 2 years ago to this day, he went out on a limb, hired me sight unseen, and I know, as they say, the rest is history, but he's the guy that showed me the blueprint. He's built this place with the help and the support from our administration, from our athletic department, from our many donors and friends of the program, and everybody that's had a hand in building this program. He had an unwavering support of me professionally, upward, and internal in the house. And so everything that he's done, I appreciate. And thank him for what he's done for this program, and we look forward to continuing to build on it. Most of all, though, now I can get the emotional stuff out of it. Now, most of all, to the players, the guys that are in the building. We have a saying around here, players make plays, players win games, and it's oh so true. We've won a lot of games around here in the last 2 years. Really in about the last 19 games, we won 16, and and that's been a special, special run. And it's to these guys that it's the reason I'm standing up here. Because if we'd stunk, Gary'd have still been here, and I never would be standing up here. So, thank you guys. Those guys are the backbone of this program. That's what it's all about. And promise you I'm going to lead you every day, daily, and strive to make this the best experience of your lives. I think it's already started out that way for a bunch of you guys, but we have to finish this thing off. And there's a lot of juniors fixing to be seniors in this room. And the nice thing is we're not starting over. We're going to build on this thing. So I love you guys. Appreciate you guys making the trip up the hill. You guys, a lot of you guys in the valley and still here, so you guys know who you are, and I appreciate you, and you guys know that. I look forward to diving right in, hiring staff, in recruiting, setting our players into a routine when they get back here in January. The staff, things that I look for in the staff, first of all, they're going to love the players. This isn't a touchy-feely deal either, even though I'm a little emotional at times. We're going to coach them hard, and we're going to love them hard. And I'm still learning how to be a parent, but I think it parallels that quite a bit. This is a player-driven program. It's not a player-run program. Those guys don't run it. But everything we do and the decisions we make on a daily basis, the decisions and the ideas that I come to Athletic Director Barnes with will be based on the players. Not what's best for the coaches, not what's best for really support help, not what's best for administration, really, it's what's best for those kids. Because at the end of the day, that's what's most important around here. Next thing's recruiting. It's the lifeblood of a program. Everybody likes to say that, but it's one of the sole things that has turned this program around. I don't think there's any question. I've seen the blueprint. Not one thing's going to change. We will recruit the state of Utah first and foremost. It's not lip service. It's what's going to happen as soon as we hit the road. The Polynesian community will be very, very influential in that. Will be very much a focus of this program, our missionary program, just as well. Both of those things are the backbone and a big part of this program. Out-of-state recruiting, the ties that we have as a staff, the places that we've recruited in the past, those will be areas of focus. Young men we bring into this place will first and foremost have the capacity to help us win the Mountain West Championship, and if they can't, we won't look at them. There's some analogies to dating and finding a wife, but I'll probably get in trouble if I go that way. But they better be really, really good looking to start with. We'll find out if they have a heart and morals and the ethics and all that kind of stuff and see if we can get along. And I get it, and that's the academic side, the character side, and the work ethic and winners and the winning programs that come from high school. But as we reach out and we look across and we ask for help from the state of Utah, the High School Coach Association, and that will be our primary focus. Over 50 players in this program right now in this state, and it's very, very good football. So that'll be a major focus for us. Moving on a little bit to football, which is probably the easiest thing I do right now. It's fun to welcome back. We'll have 58 Letterman, 16 seniors, starters coming back, and that will be fun to work with those guys. Offensively, we'll stay the same. We'll be spread, we'll be up tempo, we'll be no huddle, and we'll run it between the tackles when we need to in the fourth quarter, like we did last week. I didn't know I was going to say that. I just saw those big boys in the back. I knew they needed a little bit of love. So, defensively, we'll be very, very similar. I think I want to be multiple. I want to be aggressive. I like the style that we have done here, and that is that these players know. I think we take advantage of smart football players like we have on the defense side of the ball, and we're able to audible. If you guys can figure that out, you watch the game Saturday. It's pretty cool to watch from the press box. I like that. It's hard to defend. It's hard to compete against from my standpoint. And so everything that I don't like to see, I'm going to tell that defense coordinator, you run that stuff. So that's what I want to do. Our objectives here are very, very simple, and I think you stay simple, and kids can wrap their arms around that, and coaches can, and it's very simple to paint a picture, to paint a vision for your program, and that will be simply to compete for the Mountain West Championship and bowl championships every single year, and we will do that. We'll do that in a way with young men that will represent Cache Valley, Aggie Nation with the utmost class and academic integrity. I think we've done very, very well in the classroom. We've done very, very well in the community. That will not change under me or our staff, the new guys coming in, and everything that surrounds our program. I think being active in the community, wrapping our arms around every Aggie, young and old, is important. It's an important part of this program because this thing wasn't built overnight. And I saw a lot of it from the outside looking in, and I've seen it from the last 2 years really, really close. It starts with a commitment from up top, from up on top of the hill, from President Albrecht to the administration, to our major donors, to our major players in the Merlin Olsen Fund, to Mr. Barnes, and everybody. But I'm going to tell you, Cache Valley's got a lot to do with that. And it's pretty neat to see, it's pretty neat to recruit to. It's a blue-collar valley, a little bit chip on your shoulder, hard work. I think that those qualities are emulated in our program, and we want it to be. And when we go out and recruit, and I've only sat in recruit's house with the Utah State logo for 2 years, but it's very, very easy to sit there and tell those kids what it's going to be like. And we're going to tell them exactly what it's like. And they're going to wrap their arms around you guys, and in turn we hope the same continues to happen, because it's a special place, this is a special university. It's, for better or for worse, molded me into who I am as a former student athlete. But there's well, I could talk all day, but I say thank you to the people that have shown a vision, these two guys namely, a commitment, a support to me and to this program, because by me standing here today and representing these players, staff that we will build here, to me it shows this community, it shows this state, and it shows this nation that this blueprint works. We need help with it. We're not perfect, but this thing, with continuity, we want to strive for continued excellence in this program, and I think this is the step in that direction, and we got to do everything we can to make it great. So thank you again.